Dearest sisters, I recommend you to God and to all the saints. I wish that all of you be of one heart, animated by one and the same Spirit. I offer you to God daily in the holy sacrifice of the Mass, and I present you on the altar of sacrifice as one single heart. If you all constitute one heart, if that heart is animated, vivified, guided, and governed by the Spirit of God, how abundantly shall God shower His graces upon you? In order to achieve this, you will have to practice these virtues: blind, humble, prompt, joyful, simple obedience, without reasoning, without one's own judgment, without contradicting the sisters in charge. Obey them as you would obey them. Obey God because they represent God. Mutual love. Make yourselves maids, slaves, and servants of one another. Take away from one another's hands the most base and the most laborious course. Strive for what is hard and painful. Poverty. Vie with one another to be the poorest. Boast of being despised. Be poor if you wish to be rich. Be poor by your own will. Divest yourselves of all your affections. Be poor in dress, poor but decent, clean and modest. Be poor in eating, but neat and clean. Poor in sleeping, poor in whatever you have, poor inside and outside the house. If you strip yourselves of everything, you will be clothed with God. Be poor in soul and body. Strip yourselves of your own opinion and of your own will. When none of you has anything, you will be always united and at peace with Jesus Christ. Those in authority should have love, concern, prudence, and discretion. They should become all things to all the sisters, and be not for themselves, but for everybody. They must take care of each sister as of themselves. They must place themselves in the place of the least of all, and consider themselves to be the maid of all. They must be faithful and exact in observing and making others observe the rules and duties. Practicing these virtues, you will live in peace and build up a house wherein God will dwell and take delight. God is the Prince of Peace and dwells only in hearts united by love. Being united, you will march together, bound by the chains of God's love. Therefore, be exact, faithful, constant, and strong in the practice of all the virtues that will make of you a choir of angels on earth. Each one of you has her own peculiar and special needs, her struggles and temptations, her afflictions and sorrows, her cross. Pray hard to God that He may be glorified in the work I do.